forgot I traded Ray Solomon Thomas. Where the hell Solomon Thomas at? That motherfucker, what's his name? RD texting me. He's like, "Hey dog, what you want for that quarterback, man?" Hey look, man, I ain't interested, bro. Leave me alone. He's like, man, he's like, I got a 99 overall quarterback. I said, that's nice. Yeah, not interested, bro. Cause that means you think you're gonna get more players off my team. That's just not fitting to happen. I, I don't know. Some quarterback he was talking about. I don't know.
Me no know.
Me
Me
no
no
care.
care.
Bust open. Bust
But whoa, not to him though. You feel me? But you know,
open. Hmm.
re
I'm working. I'm gonna go to work at 4 a.m. tomorrow, so I can leave at 12.
4 a.m. You said?
Yeah. Boss. I got my stream up.
Gage,
You know, what playbook should I
stop
run?
abusing the baby. Gage, give him his water bottle.
Hey, what's some good offensive playbooks, y'all? I know you said Arizona. The
Chiefs.
Saints. The Saints. What Saints have? Saints pass have is like a good mix of both. Mm. No, we won last. Ah, okay. I'm rocking with Saints. See what the Saints got. I come to the understanding that you ain't supposed to understand it. It's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. Yeah, things will never be the same. He stepped off real quick. He said, "Hold on 1 second."
All right, y'all. I'm gonna catch y'all later.
All right. My stream up if y'all watching.
And we welcome all of our viewers inside a place that the folks around here like to call the Vault. And that's Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics,
you beat AJ, huh? It was a good game.
As their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons
and
the Carolina Panthers.
Oh, man, because the guys got jiggy. Get jiggy with it. Nah.
Now it's the Boise State line.
You got a block, boy.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Flex round.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Flex round.
He'll look to throw.
Oh, he dropped the ball. Damn. Come on, Heim.
You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I don't know what this dude doing.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
They'll come up
Detroit,
2nd and 6
Detroit.
now from the 24.
Gone! Detroit! Detroit! Hot!
On 2nd down, Darnold. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. It's a net of 40 there, a punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Here's Ajayi. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here we go! Brand 38! Brand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Hot!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his
Why do
running
you
back.
take a dumbass
And he'll
route?
go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll bring up 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On 1st down, Darnold. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field.
Gotcha. Let's go, bitch.
Picked up by the
I'm your
first
dad.
rounder, Artie Burns. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
He thought I was still in that cover, too. That's what he thought.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Panthers offense, they get set to come back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first two drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
And now with the time of the play clock almost up, Ron Rivera's
TJ
going to
drunk.
call a timeout.
That's what he doing.
And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to one remaining.
Watch it now, Barney. Detroit. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Fresh off the pick six, it's Darnold. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. The shotgun snap for Darnold. He'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Oh, good catch.
First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
And the key number on that play, 3.
Yeah.
Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out.
You want a fourth wheel?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Darnold nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
I knew he was doing that.
And they get 14 yards there and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And he connects with Ertz. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a second down.
Leopard! Detroit!
Darnold from the gun. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. And that time, the tackle by Malik Hooker. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more from Charlotte after this. They'll look to throw here on first down. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep.
Look at Eric Ebron is such a bitch.
It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result,
catch that ball, brother.
Onto the football.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves them looking at a 4th down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Decision made for Sean McVay. They're going to go for it. They'll look to throw. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. On 3rd down, it's Hines, and he'll get this down to about the 31-yard line. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the 2nd quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And the Panthers coming out now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. Over.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. So all right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the 3rd. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting.
Looking for
let's go.
Intercepted.
Stop fucking with me, bitch.
With a pick. And his guys are going to get the football
13-3
at
my way.
the 37-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he might want to. I'm going to keep running this fucking ball.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run it now out of the gun. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Looks like
that's literally all he's doing, bro. He's not doing nothing else.
Very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground.
Don't bother me not damn one bit, man.
Here we go. Brand 38. Brand 38.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
Blue.
He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Yeah.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll drop the throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So
let me tell you about that fucking the walk today. So I was at Largo doing inventory, right? So all of a sudden we get like 1,000 phone calls saying, "Hey, the CEO's in the building. The CEO's in the building." I don't want to say his name on YouTube. I'm like, damn, man. And we just had our big corporate walk last week, so we like, man, we knew that was gonna happen. He was gonna show up when we know when the store got back to normal. You know what I mean? But he was a cool dude, man. He answered the question or two. It was a political answer, but at least he cared enough to answer it. So. His handshake was weak. That's my position. Like they were excited. They were like, "Oh, he used to be that." So yeah, Yeah.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Hurts has it left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Give him 9 there.
Nah.
Completion. He's been quiet today in the passing game.
Just a second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do.
Nah. Yeah, I do have my plaque hanging. It's in my office, though.
A safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up. Give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Darnold. That one is caught by Hunt. And he'll be stopped right.
Yeah. He was. I went this morning, and I went this afternoon this morning. the cars were gone, but the trash cans was out, so I knew they had been home.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. Calling a gain of 9 there, and it puts them in better shape here for 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get them in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll give it to him up the middle. And that play's not going to get him in as he stopped right at about the line of scrimmage. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try to run with Hunt.
Oh, we all missed the tackle.
A great play there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Here's Khalif Raymond to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. That last touchdown has made this really tight. They're clinging now to this slim lead. Second half, they only have a field goal. This offense needs to kick it into gear.
And right now, I'm looking directly at the field general, at the quarterback. Because to me, he's got to take over right now. By word, pumping his team up, and then, of course, by deed with his play. High school coach used to say that all the time. Laddie, take over by word and deed.
And deed means action.
Exactly.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run again with Hines. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop. On 3rd down, it's Hines. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Really?
First seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a
I'm
lot
gonna
of
drop
time
that
in the
ball.
offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Flex round. Flex round.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Pressure comes in. He's brought
yeah, I ain't
down.
no
It's a
problem.
Panther sack. Joey Bosa in there to drop him.
I knew he was another something. Oh, I had to slam. I had that. What's called Joey Bosa kick.
So
That boy Joey Bosa kicked somebody's ass over there.
Yards to go now on 2nd down.
Let's go.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Oh, you gotta hold that block.
He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. He'll look to throw. He's going to go deep for Funchess.
Oh, Funchess dropped the ball.
Had
Sorry,
some position,
bitch.
but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to,
16-10
you
my
and your
way.
brothers just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
Good kick. Oh, he ain't on a 10? Ain't no way that shit went out on a 10.
Set to take the field. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the
Ain't no
lead
way
and
that shit
put
went on a
something
10 though.
together
Come
here,
on.
and I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Going on! Set! 3-19! 3-19!
Back to throw, Darnold. Docks into the grab over the middle.
Let's go, bitch.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
Welcome to the Terror Dome, motherfucker.
When they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go! 38! 38!
Yeah.
Right back to him on 1st down. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red
I'm not
zone.
gonna get out that shit.
21. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough,
Yeah.
hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go! What? 90! What? 90!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! 38! 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. The Panthers are going to take another timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So they come up on second down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it now out of the gun. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
But it was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And Lambeau will put this one through, and that will make this a 9-point lead. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here come the Panthers now, set to take over on offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Now Darnold. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. So tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays.
Do that dink and dump shit all the way down the field, my brother.
Up and leads to a new set of downs.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Now it's Darnold. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. And the connection not there. Incomplete. Just 14 seconds down to the final couple of plays here. Darnold. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.